Kings in biblical times, they were more than just men. They were appointed by God, tasked with a heavy burden to lead their people. Imagine the weight of that responsibility. Millions of lives depending on your decisions, your strength, and your wisdom. This is the life of a biblical king. From David's defeat of Goliath to Solomon's wisdom, kings in the Bible lived lives full of drama, intrigue, and immense challenges. They were tasked with not only ruling their kingdoms, but also with upholding God's law, a delicate balance of power and faith. Their stories offer us a glimpse into a world ruled by different customs and different beliefs. But what remains the same are the universal human experiences of love, loss, betrayal, and triumph. We see these played out on an epic scale in the lives of these ancient rulers. Let's journey back in time to experience a day in the life of a biblical king, to understand his routines, responsibilities, and the challenges he faced, to truly grasp the weight of a kingdom on his shoulders. The day begins early before the sun rises. The king wakes and prays, seeking guidance for the day ahead. He washes and dresses, assisted by servants. His clothes are a symbol of his status, rich fabrics and gold embroidery. A crown awaits him. Breakfast is a simple affair. Bread, fruit, and perhaps some meat, eaten with his family. It's a brief moment of normalcy before the business of ruling begins. The king then meets with his advisors to discuss matters of state, review reports from across the kingdom, and make decisions that will impact the lives of many. The morning is dedicated to court. People come from all over to seek the king's judgment, present petitions, and ask for his favor. The king must listen carefully, weigh the evidence, and make rulings with fairness and wisdom. As the sun reaches its peak, the king retires for a midday meal, a more elaborate affair than breakfast, served in the grand hall, attended by nobles and dignitaries. Even during meals, the king is never truly away from his duties. He uses this time to network, solidify alliances, and discuss matters of importance with those around him. The afternoon brings a new set of responsibilities. The king might inspect his army, ensuring they are well trained and equipped. He might visit a construction project, overseeing the growth and prosperity of his kingdom, or he might meet with religious leaders, discussing matters of faith and seeking their counsel. One of the king's most important duties is to uphold justice. He acts as the highest judge, hearing cases that could not be resolved in lower courts. His word is law, and his decisions have the power to alter the course of people's lives. From petty theft to accusations of treason, the king must carefully consider each case and deliver judgments that are fair and impartial. But the king's responsibilities extend beyond the physical world. He is also the spiritual leader of his people. He must set an example of piety and devotion. He must ensure that the proper rituals and sacrifices are performed, and he must seek God's guidance in all matters. As the day draws to a close, the king has some time for personal pursuits. He might read, write, or spend time with his family. These quiet moments are precious, a chance to escape the pressures of the throne and find solace in the simple joys of life. No king rules without threats. From within his own court, jealousy and ambition fester. Rivals whisper in the shadows, plotting to seize power for themselves. The king must be wary of these threats, surround himself with loyal advisors, and be prepared to act swiftly and decisively against those who seek to undermine him. Beyond the palace walls, other dangers loom. Neighboring kingdoms may envy his wealth and power, seeking to expand their own territory at his expense. The king must be prepared to defend his kingdom, to raise armies, fortify his cities, and lead his troops into battle if necessary. Famine, drought, and pestilence also pose constant threats. A king's ability to protect his people from these disasters, to ensure a stable food supply, and to maintain order during times of crisis is crucial to his legitimacy and the well-being of his kingdom. The life of a biblical king was one of immense power, but also immense responsibility. He was expected to be a wise ruler, a just judge, a skilled military leader, and a man of God. It was a role that demanded strength, wisdom, and unwavering faith.